Well, Zirkzee really is close to be triggered. By what team? I'm obviously gonna be letting you know which team is gonna be really triggering the release clause of Zirkzee from Bologna anytime from now. Welcome to the Rokani Media Football. How are you guys and where you watching us from? We go by the names of Rokani David and hope you guys are really having fun wherever you are. And we thank God for the gift of life. It's a Saturday in my country, 8th of June 2020. 8th of June 2024, and the half of the year is really running like no other. And today we've gonna head to gate very many games, right? Very many games in the African Cup of Nations qualifiers. And before I go into other games that we have played outside Africa, allow me obviously get you the results of the games that we have played today in the World Cup qualifiers in there for you. And today, obviously, we kickstarted it off with Kenya versus Burundi 1-1, Zimbabwe 0, Lesotho 2, Mozambique 2, Somalia 1, then Angola 1, Eswatini 0, Madagascar 2, Comoros 1. Uganda has gone ahead to beat Botswana by 1-0. Muhammad Shaban has been the man who has gone ahead obviously score. Morocco has gone ahead to beat Zambia by 2-1. Then Ivory Coast has beaten Gabon by 1-0. And Nigeria, South Africa have gone ahead to obviously go levels. The game has gone ahead to end in a stalemate. And that is exactly what we're actually coming through from those results. And today, there are games that are going to be played in there. There is Sao Tome and Principe versus Liberia. Then Gambia and Seychelles game going to be played today. And other games are going to be played on Sunday. Sao Tome and Principe versus Liberia, Djibouti versus Ethiopia, DR Congo versus Togo, that is tomorrow, Mauritania and Senegal in the mix. So that is it, and hope you guys have gone ahead obviously get to know how your teams have gone ahead to perform. Nigeria has drawn with South Africa 1-1, and Morocco has gone ahead to beat Zambia by 2-0. We also have Endrick in the mix, and we're also going to be talking about Raheem Sterling and his camp denying lots of rumors linking him out of Chelsea. Let's see close to 200 likes, smash on this video, and don't forget to subscribe. And let's obviously kickstart it off with thanking God for the gift of life, right? And for the Muslims, Barakallahu fikum, and we hope for the betterment of your lives. Now, we start it off with Fabrizio Romano, right? Fabrizio Romano has gone ahead and said AC Milan informed Bologna that they are planning to trigger 40 million euro release clause for Joshua Zirkzee. Talks ongoing between AC Milan and Zirkzee camp to agree on personal terms. Crucial point: Zirkzee happy to stay in Italy and super keen on AC Milan project. Now, Zirkzee has been linked to a team called Arsenal. Zirkzee has too gone ahead to really get linked to Manchester United and very many other teams in the Premier League. They've gone ahead to be linked to him. And there was even a prospect that Bayern Munich would be willing to obviously sign him back to go ahead and really play for them, like for the coming season, because there is a buy-on clause and a sell-on clause. The sell-on clause will see Bayern Munich take close to 40% of the amount of money that they obviously take him or pay him, sell him to the side of AC Milan. AC Milan are looking in for centre forward because Olivier Giroud went ahead to obviously quit that side, and they really need a centre forward. And I tell you what, if Zirkzee goes to AC Milan, he's obviously gonna be one of those strikers that are really gonna score very many goals. When you look at the people that play really around him, he's really gonna excel there, because he was playing for Bologna and went ahead to score close to 20 goals a season. A Bologna that is nowhere close to the side of AC Milan, right? AC Milan's creativity is really out of this world, and they've gone ahead to put in performances after performances that are really good. And when you look at the side of AC Milan, they've gone ahead to put out huge performances, and those performances have gone ahead obviously give them a very huge goal as a side. And at the moment, they are looking in for centre forward because their main man that obviously had gone ahead to score them very many goals, that is Olivier Giroud, left the side of AC Milan. When you look at the people that are going to be playing behind him, Rafael, provided they really keep him, Benanka or Benanka, is it Benansa? Benanka, Benassa, formerly at Arsenal, so much linked to Arsenal, and Christian Pulisic. When you look at that trio playing behind any center forward that is really clinical like this guy, you obviously get to know that he's going to really score goals as Joshua Zirkzee. And Milan finished second behind Inter Milan. Inter Milan went ahead obviously a mass 94 points, and AC Milan had 75. To bridge the gap between the two, if I told you AC Milan, all you have to is to get in these kind of people like Zirkzee. And I think Zirkzee is like, I'm still 22, 23 years of age. I still have more 2 seasons to play in the Serie A. I elevate to AC Milan. I score my very many goals. AC Milan will sell me where I want to be. But looks like he's not willing to obviously come up and obviously be fidgeting to obviously find himself into a team that is not going to get him first team football. Because at Arsenal, I don't anticipate that Arsenal will consider getting Zirkzee into the first team, and he'll just have to fight his way. Though I'm one of those people that really believe he can fight his way through to the starting 11 of Arsenal, but it's more easier for him to get into the starting 11 of AC Milan than that of Arsenal. Even at Manchester United, there is Rasmus Højlund, and Rasmus Højlund is one of those strikers that has gone ahead to score 16 goals in his opening season. So, for any manager who comes in through, he will give him the first chance. You understand? Even the owners of Manchester United, they'll obviously be having their players that they tell the manager, these are the ones you are building your team on. You're building your team onto Kobe Mainoo, Garnacho, Rasmus Højlund, Diego Dalot, Bruno Fernandes, Marcus Rashford. They're having their clique of players, and there is no, even if the manager really loves you a lot, when he signs you and gets you into the team immediately, when there is a striker that was in the plan, So, what Zirkzee has to do for joins Manchester United or Arsenal, he'll have to prove himself. And I know at Arsenal it will be very easy because Arsenal don't have that out number 9, but I'll let you know that a lot is going to be happening in the summer transfer window. So wait and see whether AC Milan triggers it. But Arsenal is so much inclined onto Benjamin Šeško, and not only Arsenal only, but even Manchester United have also gone ahead to put their project proposal onto the table of Benjamin Šeško. And now it's up to Benjamin Šeško to come out and really make what we call a decision on what is best for him. To stay at RB Leipzig, to go to Manchester United, or go to Arsenal. That's what you're waiting for in here for you. But for Zirkzee, I'll be happy for him for where he goes, because he needs to obviously take it step by step. He doesn't really want to rush. And I think what is going to hit obviously kick off Manchester United out of this is because Erik ten Hag's future is really in suspense, and there is no way Erik ten Hag can convince him to come. But I tell you, if I told Erik ten Hag was still at Man United, like permanent manager, already approved him as going to be the manager of the club of Manchester United next season, I tell you what, he would have gone ahead to be able to convince him to come to the club of Manchester United. 4 competitions Manchester United are going to be playing in, and the number of games are really going to increase. That's why I tell you it wouldn't have gone ahead to be hard for them to come in through. But I think AC Milan are like, let's get this deal off and get it done and dusted. And it's not going to be really one of those moments that you believe it's going to be a hijack. To me, it's not a hijack. It's not a hijack because Arsenal are really concentrated elsewhere. They are onto Benjamin Šeško. Maybe Arsenal can obviously jump in to get in Zirkzee in a nick of time, but we wait and see what the rest is going to be. And you remember Zirkzee, when I brought you his stuff, when he was in America, when he after he played his last game for Bologna, Zirkzee came out and really informed us that all he wants is simple. He only wants to really go rest in the US with his family and then find out the best solution for his career. That is it. So let's leave Zirkzee there, but Fabrizio Romano is confirming to us that the Zirkzee release clause is going to be triggered anytime from now. And today he has again retweeted the tweet or the post he made or reposted it on his X account. It shows you that there is a lot of movement as far as this transfer is really concerned. Now, let's go to Sterling. Raheem Sterling has been linked out of the team of Chelsea, and Fabrizio Romano tried to contact his camp, and this is what he got from his camp. Raheem Sterling's camp deny any contact with Fenerbahce. No talks taking place and no interest from Sterling. He's not planning to move to Turkey now. So, when you look at the signings that Chelsea are really looking at to make, there is fear that Raheem Sterling will be one of those players that is not going to be getting ample playing time. And I know this was the basis that the person who really went ahead to really orchestrate this story based on, but his camp is like, I want to be at Chelsea. I think Enzo Maresca knows Raheem Sterling very well because Enzo Maresca was at Man City and coaching the young stars of Man City, right? So he knows exactly what the department was talking about him and what the reports were really given to him and what best this guy can offer to him in a nick of time. That is Raheem Sterling for you. So at this juncture, I understand that nothing can be ruled out, though the camp of Sterling is like, we want to stay at Chelsea, and there is nothing that can see Raheem Sterling really get out of Chelsea to take him to the side of Fenerbahce. But never say never in the transfer window, because Raheem Sterling is going to have 2 bad seasons at the side of Chelsea, and that's why he's not even part of the England national team that is going to be playing in the Euros. And for Raheem Sterling, if he wants to obviously go to the World Cup in 2026, he has to obviously stay at Chelsea and perform at higher levels, because he's competing with players like Carl Palmer, Bukayo Saka, Gordon, Hebelechi Eze, and very many others, meaning that he is no longer the favorite to obviously take over. And at Chelsea, we all know that he plays better as a left winger, and he has Mukalo Modric, and we don't know who else Chelsea is going to be looking at. So let's wait and see how that happens, but we are really anticipating that he's going to stay at Chelsea, but never say never. And his links to Fenerbahce are all about even Jose Mourinho being announced as the new manager, and they might be willing to obviously take him that side. So let's wait and see how that pans out. Let's talk about Endrick, the 17-year-old who is going to be making 18 this year. He has said, I hope and I want to spend my entire life at Real Madrid. The more excellent and high-level players there are in Madrid, the better it will be to be the best in the world. Now, Endrick is obviously commencing what we call a new chapter of Real Madrid that is going to hit to see Kylian Mbappe coming through and do his job. You understand? Kylian Mbappe is a very good player. He is going to hit to do a lot of stuff, and Madrid announced him as the player that is going to be taking them to the next level. Now, as it stands, Endrick is going to be joining Real Madrid. That is next season, and we just can't wait to see how that trio is really going to be playing. Endrick, Vinicius Jr. and Kylian Mbappe. We are just here to wait and see how it's really going to be looking. But his message is like he wants to play with the superstars, and I know why he wants to play with the superstars, because iron sharpens iron. You get? That is it. Quality complements quality. So guys, tell me your thoughts about Joshua Zirkzee release clause to be triggered by AC Milan. Arsenal fans who really watch this channel, what do you make about that? And I call upon for your reactions about the following topic about Raheem Sterling, links to Fenerbahce, and Endrick obviously eager, all anxious to play for Real Madrid. Good morning. May the living to God bless you abundantly. The Muslims, Barakallahu fikum. We out.